What's up, everybody? It's the Mobile Home Diva, and today we have Timothy Livingston in the building.
What's
So,
going on, Diva?
so welcome, Timothy. Good to have you. Good to have you. Would you like to
Thank you.
introduce yourself? Kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, first off, thank you so much for having me. Just working with you so far has just been incredible. Um, we do kind of the same thing. We both tour a couple different types of homes, and I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's super fun. We go out and find different homes, all different types of classes, from manufactured to modular. I've even started dipping my toes a little bit into site build, just having a whole bunch of different variety for people in all price ranges. So that's kind of what I do, and I think you do the same thing.
Absolutely. I think a little more now, so doing different things. I really want to say thank you because you kind of gave me the push to step outside my comfort zone. Like I'm the
Yeah,
mobile home diva, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I tried to typically stick with mobile homes, but it's so much fun to go see different types of homes. And I got some great stuff in my arsenal that I'm getting ready to upload one at a time, and it's just been awesome to go see different types of home. I'm still pro manufactured home just because of the convenience of it,
right.
and everything. But I'm just absolutely loving it. What made you get into doing tours?
So I actually, it was a fluke that it even happened. Um, I started a YouTube channel while I was in the army, and that's just kind of where I wanted to go with things. And then when I got out, Jen and I decided we wanted to remodel a couple older mobile homes, and I purchased two like 1970s, like rundown, nasty things. And from
Mm,
there, we flipped it, and I filmed most of it on the channel, and it did really well. So from there, we knew that we kind of found a niche, but we couldn't continue to, I guess, afford to pay that much money to fix homes and stuff. So I was like, the
right.
next best thing, since people were kind of interested in seeing different types of mobile homes or manufactured homes, as it were, that's just kind of what we started doing.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me when we first started looking at purchasing a mobile home. Because I'm a real YouTuber, I looked at YouTube for everything.
Right.
You may hear that noise in the background. My husband has a honeydew list. You may hear that
Oh,
drill. He's going through his honeydew list right now, fixing everything that I have on the list. But I couldn't find anybody that was sharing their personal experience about buying a manufactured home. So because I had a video YouTube channel in the past that really didn't go anywhere, I said, well, let me give this a shot. And so I started sharing my experience on YouTube with purchasing the home. And it did really well from the beginning. But then once we got into the home, I was kind of stuck as to what to do. Do I decorate my house a different way every week and show it on YouTube? You know, the
right.
market was saturated with people who decorate their homes all day long, and it really wasn't my thing. And there are but so many DIYs you can do in a day. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
for sure.
I started going around looking at touring homes, and the first people that told me, "Hey, you should do this," was the dealership where I purchased the home from. They knew I had a YouTube channel. It was like, well, if you ever want to come and view the homes, you can come anytime. And I started thinking about it. I said, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I went there first and I toured the homes. They did really, really well. And I just kept it up. And it's been so much fun going to see different types of home. It makes me want, with the looks,
Yeah,
it makes me want a new home every time I go. But it's so much fun.
that's the hardest part. Like going through there, it's when we go through it, we see all this crazy new stuff that they're coming out with, and it's like, oh my gosh, I wish. And
Yeah.
it goes from manufactured, modular. I mean, they're all doing crazy stuff inside of these homes. But that's awesome. Now, which one did you end up going with?
So the name of the home that we have is the Eagle 52. And we got it with Clayton Homes. And it's not one of the higher end homes. But it's a really nice home. It's just enough for my husband and I. We're I'm 50 and he's 60. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're both a year away from those numbers. And so we're at the point now where we don't need a lot of space. His kids are grown. The grandbaby's 10. Nobody lives near us. It's just him
Right.
and I. And so we just needed a smaller home that we could call our own. And it's been so much fun um, turning it into what we want it to be.
Right.
This is the third bedroom. It's my office. I was able to like put up the wallpaper that I wanted, decorate the way I
Yeah.
wanted. I'll show it to you one day. Every wall in this room is a different background from my YouTube
Oh,
video.
nice.
So it's kind of like a YouTube studio. He's built a tool shed in the back. He's built decks and steps around the house, and we have flowers growing, and it's been so much fun.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, he really is. He really
That's awesome.
is. So you posted a video on your channel yesterday with the beautiful spiral staircase. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. That house was amazing. I saw some things that I would probably update if it was my
Right.
home, but the bones of that house, the floors, the spiral staircase, the fact that it was round made it so unique. Like, what's your process for finding these unusual homes?
So that one was actually kind of interesting. I had reached out to him several different times, trying
Mhm.
to set something up. But I mean, that's what I do. Me and Jen go through, and if we know that we're wanting to go to a particular area, um, I'll start ahead of time reaching out to him, being like, "Hey, this is kind of what I do. Um, you know, it's whatever. We do it for free. We don't charge anybody for it because basically, it gives us content.
Right.
I think that's the same thing you do. But this one in
Hmm.
particular, I thought it was so interesting that I would do it. Now, when I got down, it's actually outside of Asheville, and I
Hmm.
was touring a Schumacher home there.
Hmm.
And I was like, well, they never got back to me. Let me just go ahead and drive up to the two models that they have. And there was a salesman there. I talked to him for a little bit, super nice guy. And I was like, well, I really want to film this one. He's like, all right, well, call corporate or whatever. And I got on the phone, I guess, with them. And
Hmm.
it took like 4 hours of sitting in the parking lot trying to get
Wow.
the camera inside of this home. So, but I think it was all worth it. Beautiful.
It was well worth it. It was
Yeah.
well. Was it the weekend that I met you?
Yeah. So it was actually, we met the day after all this went down.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's a long time to
Yeah.
wait.
But those homes, I think I like the smaller one. They have a 1,500 square foot one. It's
Hmm.
3 bedroom, 2 bath that I toured also, but I haven't put it up yet. It still has kind of the same panoramic views, but it's a single story home, and
Okay.
it's gorgeous.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm super, super excited. I think I'm even more excited at the fact that we're going to open it up for people to ask questions. So, is it anything you've ever wanted to ask the mobile home diva? Did I lose you?
no, I'm here. Um, let's see. I, my biggest thing is why the mobile home diva? You could have gone with anything in the world.
So,
I I I've seen it a little bit, so I get it, but
so typically when you think about a diva, you think about somebody that's the total opposite from me. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm not into the glamorous clothes and hairstyles. I'm all natural and all of those things like that. But I've always considered myself a diva because whatever I'm into it wholeheartedly. I'm serious about it. You know what I mean? So I used to sell jewelry, and the name of my company was Designs for a Diva. And when I first started the YouTube channel about manufactured homes, the name of my channel was Designs for a Diva. And so um, that name went through different phases of what YouTube was,
yeah,
but I never changed the name. And so the more I got into showing mobile homes, I started telling my subscribers that, I need to change my name and for the channel. And so I did a poll, um, and everybody gave some great suggestions. Well, I put a question out there, and everybody gave some great suggestions. Right? It was the mobile home diva, the mobile home diva, and more. It was home tours. It was all kind of stuff. Right?
Right.
And so I narrowed it down to like the top 4 or 5, and I did a poll, and the mobile home diva won. And I really wanted to take the diva out of it and just do something about tours. But
Right.
everybody was like, "You got to do the diva. You got to do the diva." And I
Yeah.
kind
You
of
can't
thought
get
it
rid of
was,
it now.
yeah, I kind of thought it was like out of place when I was selling jewelry designs for a diva, and I was in the workplace and I was working. Then of course I was wearing the makeup and the lashes and the long nails, and I was selling my jewelry, and it was more appropriate, right? But then once I stopped doing that and I started working from home, and this is really who I am. I'm really a natural person. You get, when you meet me, you just get what you get. You get who I am, and
Yeah.
so but everybody was like, no, you got to keep the diva. You got to keep the diva. So I kept the diva. And now I really think I need to change my name again, right?
No, keep it. It fits you.
I've actually been thinking about it for a minute. But listen, because of you, I got merch and
Yeah.
everything. So I
You
can't
definitely
change
can't
it
get rid of the
now.
diva.
No, I can't change it now.
All right. So, what is the one area that you would love to go tour homes in?
Oh, that's hard to say because every area, you know, different areas are known for different things. So that's really hard to say. Now, I know for a fact I want to go, I think it's Alabama. I want to go to the Deer Valley, um,
The plant?
the plant. I want to go to the plant and see the homes that they have on display and hopefully tour the plant because I think that Deer Valley makes an absolutely wonderful product. So I know I want to go there. I don't think it's so much the area. I think it's the types of houses that I want to see. And I
Gotcha.
definitely for sure want to go tour I've never seen a tiny home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely for sure want to go and not I want to go somewhere where they have models so I can see different varieties of tiny
Right.
homes. So those two are on my bucket list. Deer Valley, the Deer Valley plant, and I definitely want to go and review some tiny homes. I'll go see anything. I want to see I'm thinking about touring RVs sometimes. Some of them
Oh,
are
yeah.
really, really nice. So there's so many places near me that have them that I'm really starting to think about throwing some of those homes in sometimes. Do
Nice.
you have a bucket list? Is there a particular place you want to go or type of home that you haven't seen that you want to see?
Um, I've pretty much been through several different types. I think my favorite, uh, there's a there's a type by Schumacher, and I've toured it. I just haven't put it up yet. I'd love to find something like that in Colorado, and it's just a combination of like um, log cabin esque, but like modern normal home type. I don't really know how to describe it other than that.
Mm,
But I think definitely like the Colorado type homes.
yeah,
Um, Something with a mountainy feel, I guess.
yeah.
That's my big thing.
I told you when we met in North Carolina that I really want to go somewhere in the snow, like maybe see some log cabins
Right.
in the snow, like when they're in their element. I think it was beautiful to see those types of homes, but I'd like to see it in its element, like with the mountains behind it, in the snow. I don't know where that would be or what that would look like, but I definitely want to do that also.
Well, like I said, come on up. We got that little tiny home log cabin place. Um, they said they're getting ready to drop some more models at their show center.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could knock out a couple things off your bucket list right there. Some snow and some tiny homes. I can't
You're gonna
promise
make me
mountains, but
travel.
right. Yeah. So you typically spend most of your time in and around like the Southeast, Georgia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So in the near future, are you planning to travel more other than like
I will,
coming to see
yeah.
me, obviously?
Absolutely, I definitely will. I just hadn't. In the past, it was because I was actually working. And back when we were working for Amazon, I worked 4 days a week. So I left 3 days off to take care of stuff that I couldn't do when I was working, or rest, or do other things, or make YouTube videos. But now that I'm not working, like, this is my job now.
Right.
Making these videos is one of the jobs that I have outside of the box truck business. And so when we're out on the road, though, I pass a lot of nice places that I want to go back and see. So I do have a rolling list. This week would have been awesome because I was off for a whole week where we were servicing the truck. But the next opportunity, which will probably be after December, that I have, I'm definitely getting ready to start traveling.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But what say you? Let's hear from some of our subscribers. Anybody want to join the live? I will put the link in the description box. If you want to join the live, just click on the link. You can ask a question. You can come in and say hello. Just spend a few minutes with us if you like. The link is in the chat room, and we would love to hear from you. So, Timothy, you haven't done a live before. Are you thinking about doing one
I
here
don't know.
soon?
I'm still nervous, like
I
scared
know
a
this
little
is
bit.
nerve-wracking, right?
It's one thing to be behind the camera, when I'm knowing that I can edit it all out, and
Right.
here it's like, please don't say too many times.
I do that on my videos. It's and I
Yeah,
think when I'm viewing the home, like, there's this word, and I hear it on your videos too. We say beautiful all the time.
all the time.
Absolutely
Yeah, right
beautiful.
here.
Listen, absolutely beautiful is our favorite phrase. I mean, what else is there to say? It's not just that. It's the fact that so many eyes are watching you. And sometimes it just feels like all of them are watching me at the same time, even though all I'm doing is holding the camera. So,
Yeah.
so yeah. Hello, everyone. Click the link and come on in. You are welcome. Come on in and say hello, ask your questions. If you got a question about home buying, a question about the houses that we've toured, if you just want to say hello, just click on the link and come on in. But yeah, it's amazing how nerves
Oh, yeah.
affect you.
Right.
And a lot of people that watch the videos don't realize how much it takes to make the videos. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, I did it when I was recording the home for you, and then it was a pleasant surprise to come over and see that you did the same. It's like it takes so many takes.
Yeah.
It takes chopping up so much of the video. Sometimes I have 2 hours, not necessarily on the home tours, but on like vlog type videos and the box truck channel. Sometimes I have 2 hours worth of footage that I have to break down into like 15 minutes. 2 hours worth of footage that I have Hey, to. Paula. Hey, Paula. Break down into like 15 minutes. Good evening. Welcome. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, Paula.
I said, "Oh, I gotta go get cat food." But I did have a question. Being the fact that we're in a pandemic, do you kind of have an idea, and maybe you may not, kind of what may change the factors as to the pricing going up on homes?
You said what changes the?
Yeah, what are some of the changes, I'll ask it in that way, can increase the amount of the homes, like what's going on now?
That's a good question. That's an awesome question. And Timothy, I'll give you a shot at it too. But I think one of the biggest things that I have seen that causes the price of the home to go up is the cost of lumber. the cost to build the homes. So that's why, a lot of times the prices fluctuate. Yeah, both of us, Timothy and myself, I'm sure he's experienced it also. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth to even get them to allow you to post a price on some of these homes because they fluctuate so much. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Timothy, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I mean that's one huge thing. The other one right now is you're starting to get into like a labor shortage almost. So, and then on top of that, you're having windows and other various products that are especially getting backlogged due to being stuck in the ports right now. Even if they are, some stuff's manufactured obviously here in the country, but a lot of
Hmm.
the stuff does come from other countries, and that's creating a huge backlog right now too. So all of that's going to be affecting prices.
Well,
Absolutely.
oh, I'm sorry. I have one other question. Christy, I know that you had mentioned to us that you and your husband were able to get, correct me if I'm right or wrong, a discount on your home.
Hmm.
So, like for instance, if you, because I was thinking about that when I was to go to look for a home, I said, well, maybe what I should do first is ask if they have any discounted homes. Do many of the manufactured homes have discounted homes, or they're just like a rare commodity, but mostly the homes are going to be the regular price?
That's a great question. We got a discount on the home. Number one, we didn't order our home. We didn't add any upgrades. We bought a lot model. So you're going to automatically get that lot model at a lower price than if you were to. Oh, I'm getting a echo. You're
Is
gonna
it me?
you're gonna automatically get that home at a different price than if you actually order the home. And sometimes you can even get the lot model with furniture, and things like that. But it just really depends on who you're dealing with, who your salesperson is, and how bad, honestly, how bad they want to get you in the home. Like, I came to this dealership already approved for a land home package because I went through a different Clayton Homes and got an approval. So I came to them and said, "Hey, I'm approved for this amount of money and I just found some land. What can you do?" And so they were able to, because we were willing to do some of the work ourselves, they were able to knock some of the price off of the home. And that's not everybody's story, right? But my husband built the steps and decks. They didn't have to pay for the driveway. It was a lot of stuff they didn't have to do. So they were able to knock off some of the price.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much. I'm going to get off because maybe I'm causing echoes.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you joining and thank you for being a loyal subscriber. I see your name not just on the Mobile Home Diva, but on all my channels in the
Oh,
comment
yeah.
section.
No traveling with y'all. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye
See
bye.
ya.
Thank you. Awesome, awesome. Who else wants to join? Divine Mobile Home Center. I'm gonna call you out. I see you in the room. Anybody that wants to join. If you want to join, just click the link that I posted. I'll post it again here in the chat room. You may not have a question. Maybe you just want to say hello. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, that one was a good one as far as like, I mean, I think it's more than just the pandemic that's causing it. It's like this whole ripple effect. And, most of the places that I go to, and I'm sure you've been going to lately, it's just these huge backlogs right now of homes. And I don't know if that's just, there's like a big housing boom going on right now, and it's making more traditionally built homes less accessible to a lot of people. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's creating a lot more people to go more so like manufactured modular, tiny homes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, I think, but we're seeing like 2-year backlogs on things, which is ridiculous.
It's funny you that she asked the question and you mentioned it because my husband was cutting the grass. He was driving his zero turn and a rock ricocheted and broke the glass in our storm door. And there are no storm doors available. at the dealership where we purchased the home from, and even they said it would be 3 to 4 months before they could get one from the manufacturer because of the backlog. So it's not just on the home, but if
Yeah.
you need additional parts and pieces for your home, and you can't just walk into a Lowe's or a Home Depot because these homes are made for these doors and cabinets and things like that are made specifically for the manufactured home. And so we had, was it Lowe's or Home Depot? I think it was Home Depot came out and measured our door for a screen door. And he said that they weren't going to be able to fit it. It would be a special order, which would have cost us maybe $700 for a
Oh man.
storm door. And that was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's
So
got time for that.
nobody's got time for that. And I really wanted a new one because I wanted to be able to lift the glass and have like the screen part.
Right.
Or either remove the glass and put a screen in it if it was a cool day, and I just wanted a screen door instead of a glass. But my husband ended up just taking the frame to a glass place, and they cut a piece of glass for the door, which was only like $200 versus that and seven
Yeah.
or hundred or more. So that was a good thing.
Well, that's a whole lot better.
Yeah. Peppermount Airy says I sold my home and went to purchase a modular home, and they said 13 to 15 months to try to come back in the springtime. So I had to rent an apartment until I could get a modular. Wow, that's a long time. That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
long
really
time.
long time.
That's a really long time. Clayton Holmes told me it would be January or February before they got new houses in, and I thought that was a long time. So 13 to 15 months, I guess, to make it, you know.
Well, the good news is like some of the places we've toured, like even when we went to Blue Ridge Log Cabins,
Mhm.
talking to that guy, they had expanded their facility up here in Pennsylvania. They're looking to add new lanes and stuff. So I think it's eventually going to speed up. That process is going to get a little bit quicker. But I think we still got a long ways to go until they can start building that infrastructure, at least finishing it up to get the homes out there.
Let's hope so. And like you mentioned, as far as labor is concerned, that plays a big role because, some people just don't want to come back to work right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are in the mind frame that the pandemic is subsiding, but really it's at this point it's not. And some people just really don't want to come to work right now. And then you have situations where, I don't know, for whatever reason, whether it's a low vaccination rate or high uh, infection rate, where there's just a shortage of people working.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a lot of jobs available everywhere you go. Everybody's hiring right now, so that just lets us know just how much of a shortage it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Anybody want to come in and say hello? Again, maybe you don't have a question about mobile home purchasing, or maybe you don't have a question about any of the houses that we tour, but if you just want to ask us a personal question, if you just want to come in and say hello, the link is in the description box. I will paste it again. All you have to do is click on the link and I'll let you in the room. So, Timothy, what's next for Timothy P. Livingston Home Tour channel? Tell us the
Texas.
secrets. Texas.
Yeah. So actually, next Monday, I fly out to Fort Worth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be going to the Legacy Home Show down there. So,
Awesome.
yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'll actually be given, hold on real quick. Give me 1
Mm-hmm.
second.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all come on in. Somebody click the link. Anybody want to come in, please click the link. Come on in and say hello. All you got to do is click on the link and I'll let you in. Hey, big boy.
The daddy. One more thing.
Stephen acting shy, Paula. I don't know what Stephen doing. He acting shy.
He needs to come on. I've seen his channel,
Right. He needs
but
to
we
come
haven't.
on.
I haven't talked to him yet.
There you go, Stephen. Timothy wants to meet you. Come on in. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. You guys, if you've watched Timothy on his channel, you've seen the baby lots of times. He's going to be doing tours after a while.
Yeah, soon.
Hey. Hey. Oh, you know my voice. We've talked before. Hey, big boy. He's so cute. But Texas is a good area for manufactured homes, modular homes, period.
Oh
Texas
yeah,
is an awesome area.
all the tiny homes down there. Like if you want to
Yeah.
go like get a whole bunch of tiny homes,
Mm-hmm.
they got so many different types. Actually, while I'm down in Fort Worth, I'm going to be looking. I don't know why I'm on this like log cabin kick right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a couple different places down there, and then of course Legacy Homes. At their show, it's like their dealership show. I'll have an opportunity to tour like 10 of their newer models that are coming out. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm super jealous. When you told me that the other day, I got so jealous. Like,
I'm scared though.
you're going to do great.
Yeah. Now I have to actually talk about things in front of people, like a live, I mean, this is a live thing too, but I still, there's nobody in here. I can see
Right.
everybody in the chat and stuff. I don't know. It's just a different feeling. I feel like I'm not, I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's going to be new.
It'll be great. You'll do fine. Are you going by yourself?
Yeah, this trip's going to just be me.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Your wife
Jen's
will give you a pep talk. Call me right before you go on. I'll give you a pep talk too.
See, that's just going to, both y'all just going to make me super nervous then. I did my slideshow and everything for this, and, I wanted to break the mold a little bit. So I went with like bright colors. You got my goofy face all over the place, and they're just going to think I'm a clown when I walk up in there, but.
What's up, Steven?
Hey
there he is.
How you doing?
So
How you doing, Steven?
it took Timothy
How you
calling
doing,
you out.
Timothy?
It took
Good.
Timothy
How are you?
calling you out for you to come on here.
Yeah.
Timothy had to call you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I was trying to connect to my computer, but I decided to use my cell phone instead. But yeah, I'm here. So
Welcome.
so good to meet you.
Now, what are you looking into as far as, like, you've been touring a lot lately too, I've been seeing. What do you got? You got some big plans going on?
I'll say in about the next couple of years, I plan on purchasing. I'm really looking for a double wide.
Okay.
That's what I really look for. So
now
maybe like a 3 or 4 bedroom.
Is that like your main reason for your channel, is kind of to show off your process, kind of like how the Diva started?
Yeah, well, I'm actually doing same thing, but I'm doing like window shopping. But
Okay.
I'll just share the homes that I view with others. So, but it's pretty much she's Mobile Home Diva is my inspiration for starting my channel. So,
right on. Yeah, I feel like y'all did a collab earlier on. I think
No.
I remember.
We have to get together.
But yeah, we haven't done a collab. But you probably saw me posting about his channel because Steven was a subscriber and he reached out to me to tell me that he was going to start a channel and that I had influenced him to do it. And so I posted a couple times for people to go subscribe and check out his channel. And he does amazing. He does. And you're in Florida, right? You're in Florida?
Yes, I live in Jacksonville. Yes.
Okay, great. So we pass through Jacksonville all the time, and I guess that's 10. We're gonna be going tomorrow night. There's this big mobile home dealership on the right when we're going down 10, headed to Jacksonville. Right before we get into Jacksonville, and it's right off the highway. And every time I pass by there, I think about you, and I wonder if that's a place where you've toured homes at. But this is Timothy. This is Stephen and I's first time actually meeting.
Ever
Oh, right
meeting,
on.
yes. It's our
Yeah.
first time ever talking, yes. Yeah, like she
Nice.
said, I was a subscriber of hers ever since she started her channel. It was called Designs for a Diva, and I
Yeah.
followed her journey and everything. But she's actually inspired me to start my own channel. So
Nice.
I've been doing this for a year now. So
Right on. How you been liking it?
very much love it very much. It gives me an opportunity to see different types of manufactured and modular homes that they have out there. Right now, I'm just throughout here in the state of Florida, and I'm visiting different dealerships
Hmm.
and seeing what they have
Okay.
to offer. So I'm just
Kind
window
of.
shopping. The only difference is I have a camera, a cell phone, and a gimbal in my hand. That's the only difference. Just like you guys. So.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
hmm
Now, have you been to that's the one place I want to go to is the Palm Harbor plant down there. I think that thing would
Yes.
be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm planning on visiting there in January.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
The other day I went to Family Dream Homes in Christmas, Florida, and I filmed some homes there. So I just put up one video yesterday. I'm going to be putting up another one Tuesday night. So
Awesome. So
Okay.
it's going to be a
everybody,
nice one. So
if you're not subscribed to Divine Mobile Home Central, make sure you subscribe to his channel and check out those videos that he has posted. Make sure that you subscribe.
I'm gonna be super
absolutely.
jealous. I saw that one with stilts down there. Oh my goodness. I love stilt homes.
Right. hmm
So,
Absolutely.
I've seen them, but I've seen them on TV and on YouTube, but I've never actually, well, maybe, no, not even when I was in Myrtle Beach. So I think Florida, we go through Florida all the time, whether it's Jacksonville, Fort
hmm
Myers, we go through there all the time. But I'm going to have to, come January, I'm going to start doing some traveling. We're getting ready to get into like a peak season with our box truck. So Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, all of that stuff, we're going to be super busy. But January, I'm definitely going to start. And Texas and Florida are so close to me, and they have such beautiful homes that I'm going to have to make a run. We got a question, you guys. Gabrielle Williams says, hey, I have a question. Say that you buy a home and the truck is bringing your home to the land, but on the way there, the truck gets into a wreck and the home is damaged. Who pays for the damages? Would either one of you like to take a stab at it? I know the answer, but would either one of you like to take a stab at it?
I'm gonna let you take this one.
That way to
So,
take.
so when you purchase a manufactured home, you close before the home is actually brought to your land. However, you don't take possession of the home until the home is delivered, set up. Okay. And so the home is not officially yours until they set that home on the foundation, until they've connected the water, the lights, put the home together, put the siding on it, all of the stuff that comes with setting up the home. So if the home is damaged en route to your property, then the home is still the property. The home is still property of the dealership where you got it from. If that is your story and somebody is telling you different, then that is not correct. The home is not in your possession. You can't get the key. You can't live in the home until the home passes an inspection, the final inspection. Now, every step of the way, your home is going to be inspected, right? They're going to bring it out and put it together. Okay. That's one part of the process. The next steps are like water, plumbing, electric, things of that nature. Once those are done, you have to have an inspection. The siding is usually done the day that the water um, and the electric is done. The siding and all of that stuff is usually done around the same time. Steps and decks, that's an inspection. And steps and decks are like a 3-part inspection. There's so many things that have to be inspected with that home before the inspector in your county says you are clear to occupy. Once you are clear to occupy, you receive the key. In our case, we got the key before then, but we weren't clear to occupy. Once you get the clear to occupy, you can get the lights turned on, you can move your things into the house, and then you start paying the mortgage. 30 days after that. And that is when you're liable for what happens with that house. Okay? So I hope, I talk a lot, but I hope that helped.
Very insightful, though.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
catch up with you guys later. I have to get going, okay?
Thanks for
I just want to
stopping
come in
in.
and say hi to you.
Thanks for saying hi. We
Okay.
appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, that was nice. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Gabrielle, did you have any more questions? You're welcome to join the live. There's the link right there. Just click on the link and I will let you in. You can ask any question. That was a great question, by the way. But you can ask any other questions that you want, Gabrielle or anyone. We appreciate it. Just come on in and say hello. So this is so nice, Timothy. I really enjoyed you coming in today.
Yeah, this has been fun.
I get a lot in the comment section, and I don't know if you experience it or not, but if I'm ever at a place where they won't allow me to post prices, or maybe they don't have the layout of the home and I don't feature it in the videos. And a lot of times when those things are not in the videos, people get kind of upset that they're not posted in
Yeah.
the video. So what's your workaround? Like, I can only post what I'm allowed to post. Or sometimes for instance, the log cabins, we didn't show basements, but that's because, there were
Right.
offices in the basement. So what's your workaround? Like, how do you avoid not having some of the things that you need to post the videos? I hope I
I
said
mean, there's no real avoiding it. I mean, there's been some that I can't even open the cabinets in, which,
that.
I love opening cabinets, but I can't do it because they've asked me not to, mostly because, in a lot of the show homes, and especially like closets are a big thing. They don't
Yeah.
want me to go into that type of stuff just because maybe they have cleaning supplies or something, even though, like, if you or me were to just be whoever going into the house, we're still going to open them up and we're going to see that stuff. But I think just so many eyeballs are, I guess, on the videos in that
Yeah.
regard. As far as price goes, it really depends. Like the log cabins that we've been doing, I didn't post any of the prices, but if people ask about them,
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot them in the comments. The one that I just did, the round home, I didn't mention that, but I put it in the description.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. Other ones, like Schumacher homes, the first batch that I did prices, but then after that, they asked me not to do any more prices,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. I'm there for the homes. I know a lot of people are there for the homes as well as the prices because they want to see if it's within their budget. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, all we are is a launching point. If you see a home that you like and you want to
Mm-hmm.
know more about, I know I put it in the description as far as the link to the place, and you do too.
Yeah.
Um, I think it'd be up to whoever's looking at the home at that point to go do a little bit of due diligence for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're really interested in the home, check out the description box. Call the dealership. Some dealers don't want you to post prices because they want to personally talk to the customer, and that's not always about the sale, right? Maybe there's like so many variables to the price of the home. Maybe it's one price if you order, it's another price if you got to get the lot model, or let me tell you about the deals that we have. But some people just want to actually talk to the customer. But the main reason, and I face it a lot in Georgia, I feel like the farther I travel, the easier it is to get prices.
Right.
When I was in North Carolina, I went to the other place I was showing you those homes.
Right.
It wasn't a problem. The prices were posted, and he didn't have a problem with me actually posting the price in my video. Um, but the areas right around me, people just don't want you to post prices, and I think it's a lot of them say it's because the prices fluctuate so much. So you just have to go with whoever's home you're showing. You have to go with
Yeah.
what they say. Absolutely. Anybody else got a question? You want to join the live? Make sure you click the link in the chat. I just posted it again. If you have a question about mobile home buying, or if you just want to come in and say hello, just click on the link that I posted in the chat room. Awesome. So what's your favorite of all the homes that you've toured? It's not easy to pick a favorite. Do you have
It's
a favorite?
um, gosh, right here in Delaware, we have uh, a modular home company called Berica Homes,
Mm,
and they have this modern farmhouse home that it's absolutely gorgeous. I loved everything about it. That's probably like my number one favorite, but that's just because I don't know, they put a lot of high end stuff in there. Not that I
mm,
could probably ever afford one of those homes, but
right.
I liked a lot of the stuff that they did with it. You?
Absolutely.
What about you?
Well, I used to think that the Abigail at Clayton Homes was my favorite, just because it had the largest kitchen I've seen in a modular home. And it was just so open and spacious, and I thought it had a great layout. But recently, when we toured Blue Ridge Log Cabins, I absolutely fell in love with the looks. I absolutely like fell in love with it. I mean, and I love my home. I seriously don't want to trade my home, but that was a really nice home.
Yeah, I love the Lux. The one thing I liked about the Lux, other than the bathrooms, because those things were amazing,
Yeah.
was how they did the wood panels on the inside, where it was like they whitewashed it, but they left the knots and stuff all brown and everything.
Hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool because it went with the gold everything in there.
Absolutely. I think another thing that I liked was all the modern touches that they added to the log cabin. Like first of all, it looked like a container home to me from the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, for sure.
So it didn't look like a log cabin, but on the inside, it had a log cabin feel, but it had like the chandeliers and the waterfall island and all of those like extra touches just really I don't know if that would be a me and my husband home. If I was single though, that would be
Right.
the perfect home for me.
It's like the
Yeah.
perfect diva home.
Yeah, it's the perfect diva home. Okay, we got some questions in the chat room. Shirley Johnson, what is the significant difference between Southern homes and Northern homes? Ooh, Timothy, you probably need to take that one because I've only toured Southern homes.
um, I think it's really just comes down to like the HVAC systems. That's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing I get. Everybody down south is like, I want the vents in the ceiling, and you know, up here they're all in the floor. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, there's no real difference. I think you got a lot more like Cape style homes up here,
Mm-hmm.
and probably the siding. You have a lot more brick incorporated with, especially like the modulars and stuff
Mm-hmm.
down south. Where up here it's more like a vinyl siding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's probably the biggest one. A lot of the homes up here that I've been through, I guess, are more dated. It seems like you can do a whole lot more down south with the money, so you get a lot more flair inside of the homes. I think that's a big one. Hopefully that answers some of
But
that.
that definitely is true. Like it's really not just with the modular homes, but it just really depends on where you are, right? So in Chicago, all the homes look a particular way, right? They're close together. They're more of the kind of shotgun type house. You know what I mean? When I say shotgun, like they go straight back and not they
Right.
don't have width, they have length. And then Pennsylvania. Like I've been to Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania, and everywhere I went, it looked like an old German town, just by the way the houses were made. So it just really depends, and that's reflected in more of the modular homes too. Like it just depends on where you are. I think the quality of the home is the same, but different states provide different things when it comes to housing. So, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I love touring homes, period, and I see beauty in all of them. And that's why whether it's the cheapest home on the block or the more expensive home on the block, I always tour it and share it on my channel.
Same. Now that is the hardest thing, I think, is that you tour a home from down south and the price is, one thing. You could tour the exact same home up here, like especially up towards like PA and stuff, and it's going
Hmm.
to be twice as much, and everybody's going to flip out about it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing that I've ran into. That price is crazy. I know.
Right. The cost of living is so different in different places. I mean, what can you do? It's you know
Yeah,
what I mean? So, if you live in that area and you think it's too much, then flip out. But if you don't live in that area, don't worry about it because it's that area.
yeah.
Absolutely. Tashima Smith says, "What do you feel is the cheapest state to get a mobile home right now?"
After talking to Blue Ridge, I mean, those things, huge homes. What were they,
Hmm.
like 2,500 square foot or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And like with the basement, even at $165 a square foot, like their top end price with the basement, those
Hmm.
things were still coming in at like 250 grand. And those
Yeah.
are for like 3 bedroom, 2 baths, and they're massive.
They're massive.
Um, I definitely like. I haven't really gone too much into Georgia, so that's something you probably have to jump into. But South Carolina seems pretty cheap, and I'm sure if you got into like Alabama,
Hmm.
Arkansas,
Yeah. It's
something
going to
like
be
that,
cheap.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Georgia. What I found here in Georgia is that there's a price range for everybody. So some of the manufactured homes that you find are 50, 60, $70,000. And then some of the manufactured and modular homes that you find are 100, 200, $300,000. So it's a nice range. And I've seen the same in South Carolina as well. You can find different price points depending on who you go with. Like I toured Oakwood Homes, which is Oakwood and Clayton Homes are the same people, right? And so they had modular and manufactured homes, which provided a price point for everybody. So I don't necessarily think it's the state, like you have to go look in a particular state. I just think you need to be open, especially if you're looking for the lower price point, open to looking at different homes because different home centers, especially with the manufactured homes, you can find manufactured homes and modular homes at the same center. So you're going to find different price points. Some of the manufactured homes are high end, finished drywall, um, updated high end appliances, and different things like that. And then they're going to have homes that don't offer all of those extras. So you just have to be open, if depending on your price point, at what you're willing to look at, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Definitely the finishes and stuff they're going to make or break the price in the home no matter where you are.
Absolutely, absolutely. And remember also, and a lot of people, I see a lot of times in comment sections, not just mine, but in different people's, even your comment sections, I see where people are so turned off of the home at maybe because of the wallpaper that they use or because of the color cabinets or the color countertops. Remember, you don't have to purchase the home that's on the lot or even the home that we're touring if you're looking at it on the video. If you like that home, if the bones are there, if you like the design and the layout, and the only thing that's turning you off is the wallpaper or the color of the cabinets, then don't purchase the lot model. You can always order a home and get the features that you want. So, Peppermount area, do you think you come out cheaper purchasing home and land together, or should I purchase my land at a price that I think is reasonable, then purchase a home to put? That's a good question, and that that depends on so much. You know what I mean? Remember, if you do a land home package, then it's interest. Whatever your interest rate is going to be on the land and the home. If you already have land, it's your down payment in most cases. Okay. If you can purchase the land first, same scenario. In a lot of cases, it's your down payment because you're putting the land up as a down payment on that you're going to pay that house off. So it just really depends on what I've seen is it really depends on the scenario. Maybe it's more cost effective for you to do both at the same time, so you have one mortgage, okay? Or maybe you can just outright purchase the land, or maybe somebody willed you the land or gave you the land or has land and has given you a portion of it for your house. It makes more sense. But if you have to do the land home package together, I encourage it because it only allows for one mortgage. Any input on that, Timothy?
I don't have a whole lot of experience with the land home thing, so I'm going to stay away from that one.
I've only had one experience, and that's the property that we have right now, and it really worked out well for us. We didn't want two mortgages, and we didn't have any issues with doing the land home packages, but I know people that have already owned the land and were able to get the home without a down payment because they own the land. So that's been my experience.
That's pretty good, dude.
Joy Route, hello. Have either of you heard of a boxable prefab home? I'm moving into one after van life. It's like a mobile home, kind of, sort of, and beautiful baby. Yes, he is. I haven't. I haven't. Have you?
So I have heard of Boxable, and I actually reached out to them, and I had a thing scheduled up to kind of talk to them about coming out and touring it. They seem really cool, but I think for me, tiny homes they fail on my channel. I don't know what it is, but I can't get a good thing with tiny homes. So for me, Boxables, while cool, I love kind of the concept and everything. When it comes to that, for me, it falls into like a tiny home type situation. And I just don't think a lot of people, my viewers anyway, are too interested. Maybe they are. If they are, and maybe I'll do a poll on it one day. I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't seen one, but I'd love to see one just to say I have and maybe tour it and see how it does. But I've never seen one. Again, I've never seen a tiny home, so not in person. Yeah.
No, they're super cool though. I think you can fold them out in like an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they come like flat or whatever, and then you just raise everything up, kind of fold them out. Plumbing and everything's already inside of them, done up. Super cool looking things. There's a couple videos online about them already, but I'm really neat looking. I actually saw some A-frames like that too, which I would prefer an A-frame over like a square box. But yeah, that type of technology is it's awesome. What are they, like $50,000 or something? Super affordable too.
Oh, wow. Is it like a tiny home where you can move it?
Yeah, I feel like they're pretty mobile.
Okay. Last question. Do you know if manufacturers are gearing homes towards seniors with disabilities? I like the high-end features of a smaller home. If manufacturers are gearing, well, I mean, it's all in. You really have to talk to the dealer. It's been my experience. If you need some things added to the home because of your disability, those would be extras. Not really. I don't have a lot of experience in it, so I'm not sure if it would be the manufacturer that could help you, or if you would need to make changes to the home once you purchase. Timothy, do you have any experience with that?
So I've toured a few. They're like aging in place homes or whatever. I actually toured one with an elevator. That was pretty cool. But you can most of the manufactured homes, you can go in there and have them expand the doorways and stuff while you're having the home built. So when you go in and you talk to the builder or whatever, you can be like, hey, I need this. Can we make these doorways a little bit wider for this? Can the showers, be accessible, have a flat surface instead of like a lip or something. So there's so many different things that you can do when it comes to designing your home around aging and, getting around the home if that's what you need.
Awesome. Thanks for answering that. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Well, Timothy, it's 6 o'clock. Thank you so much. Get the baby's mouth. Get
Oh,
the baby's
oh no.
mouth. Every time I talk to your daddy, I have to tell him to get the baby's mouth.
Yeah. Oh,
Timothy,
where's mommy?
thanks so much for joining us on the live today. We really appreciated you. You guys, if you have not have not seen Timothy Livingston tours, make sure you check him out on his channel, Timothy P. Livingston. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time he uploads a video. He has some awesome homes. And Timothy, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Do you have any closing words for us?
No, thank you very much, Christy. I really enjoyed it. I love doing these, like hanging out with you. I think it's been so much fun lately, and I'm super excited to see what else we can get into together. Other than that, everybody, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all soon, I guess.
All right. Thanks, Timothy. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.